Hey guys, Chuck here, and we are back in Planet Crafter again. Um, Now this time we are going to, like, right before I logged on, I built another one of these really big drills, and it promptly ran me out of power. And I put another reactor down, but I didn't have enough uranium rods for the big reactor, so I just put another little one. So, although what I need to do, what I need to look at here, there's another little tip that I'd kind of forgotten about since the last time I played this. Let's look at the power. A T1 puts out 86.5, right? Now, a T2 puts out 331. In other words, we could dismantle a couple of the T2s and build a even if we dismantled three of the T2s and built one T1, I mean blah, blah. Anyway, we dismantle a couple of the small ones and build a big one when we get more power. So I think we're going to do that. I don't think I have any more uranium rods here, but a big one takes 3 uranium rods and a little one takes 1. So basically, well, we need explosive powder for a big one as well. So let's make sure we have that. Yeah, I have an explosive powder. So I'm gonna like make another explosive powder because I think it takes like sulfur and I can't remember what else. I have to go look. So, explosive powder. 2 sulfurs and an iridium. So, that's 1 explosive powder. There's 2. And a couple of iridium will allow us to make a couple explosive powders. Well, let's make both of those. All right, so we basically need a lot of water bottles. One super alloy for each one, and I don't remember how many super alloy. I got 1 there. I'm gonna take a couple more, and I'm gonna go over here and raid some water bottles, and we're gonna try to. Yeah, this is gonna throw us for a loop for a little while. It's gonna run us out of power, but you'll see where it's going to actually give us more power in the long run. Oh, I only destroyed 2 of those. I should have destroyed 3 of them. Because I need... Well, no, Oh, inventory's full. Darn it. Alright. Alright, that, I was like, wait a minute, why am I not having enough stuff? Let's go back here and see if we can build one. Okay, now if we destroy 3 more, we can build another. For every 3 little ones we destroy, the big one is going to give us more power. But of course, like a dummy, I don't have enough space in my inventory to be hauling this junk around. So didn't realize I don't. Well. Anyway, we're just gonna keep doing that. Now, I wanted to go over here and check some of these rockets because we are this close to having a T2 ore extractor. And that's going to be pressure, so we need to go grab 3 silicon and we can launch another pressure rocket. And if we grab like maybe 6 more silicon, we can launch 2 of them. And if we grab another engine, enough super alloy. So let's do that. Let's dump all this bottled water in here. Now we're gonna grab 6 more silicon, and I think I have another rocket engine. Yeah, I got 3 more of them. So let's grab 6 more silicon, and all right. All right, let's launch a couple of those pressure rockets. Now these are also going to oh, there it goes. This is a little glitch it does sometimes where it'll like take off crooked and it'll never actually make it to space, but the game will register that it did, which is kind of weird. Now, they used to do it all the time when the game was early access. It was crazy. So that's iridium asteroids. We're not going to go really crazy trying to collect all of it. Our main thing we're trying to do is get those pressure multipliers going. Because, oops, I didn't need to do that. Global generation bonus. Now, pressure multiplier, 1,000%. So, let the effects of that one die down. Let's just give it a second here. And we are going to launch the next one right away. And let's see if this one actually makes it to space or not. You know what I think is the problem is I've got these structures down there and they're interfering with it. So that one's on me. I'm going to have to move that. Move those T3 heaters somewhere else. Because our rockets are not even making it past that wall over there. So, that gives us 2 pressure multiplier rockets launched. Now let's see what that's going to do to our pressure. It's almost 200 now. Now, heat is still an issue. We're only at 52. So we need more. Now I'm going to go back to hide lower tiers. All right. Now, let's see. Let's build a couple more heaters. Gonna need 2 more silicon, 2 titanium, 2 iridium rods, and 2 aluminum. Now, what was that again? So you had 2 silicon, 2 titanium, and 2 aluminum for the recipe. I have 1 aluminum on me. We'll grab another one. And then 2 titanium, 2 silicon, right? Okay. Now, I wasn't really thinking straight when I built these structures. We can't deconstruct it because it has something inside. Now, do I have any inventory space to deconstruct that heater? Alright, now we're going to have to put that down here. You know, come on. We'll go back in here and put the heater back. And we'll see how many heaters we can fit in one of these habitat buildings. Apparently, 3 might be the limit. Okay, so I built 2 extra heaters in addition to the ones we had. Now, hopefully, I've moved one of those structures off the launch area, and that should not continue to affect the rockets, you know, going off properly. So let's go up here. I have more rocket engines. I want to see what other rockets look interesting. Huh. Okay, there's that one, obviously for pressure. We got a heat generation bonus on that one. And let's grab 3 cobalt and a rocket engine, and we're going to launch that one. Because heat, if I have 3 cobalt, I don't have any cobalt. But let's grab that other engine, and we'll just go outside and find some cobalt. Somewhere out here. Well, there's 2 of them. I need 1 more. All right. Let's launch another rocket. Let's see if it's going to launch straight this time. All right. Push the little button and there we go. Nice straight liftoff. Amazing when you don't have something interfering with it. Now, what kind of asteroids are we getting from this one? Well, we got 1. All right. Let's go check it out. Well, I'm going to wait for the rocks to dissipate, but it looks like it might be uranium. So if it is, that's a good thing. We can come out and collect it after the... So now let's go check our stats. After these bonuses are kicking in, we launched 2 pressure rockets and a heat rocket. Now, I have another rocket engine, so I might launch another one. That one needed like 3 cobalt. So let's go gather some more cobalt, and maybe we'll launch another one of those too while we're at it. You know what? I haven't checked these extractors in forever. Yeah, there's cobalt in there. So let's see if we got enough to make another one. Heat generation. We're also gonna do a plant rocket and another GPS geolocation to the mapping screen. I think that sounds pretty cool. That'll give us a lot more mapping information, which will help down the road. So I'm really tempted, but I also want to send this heat multiplier, and then I think we're going to shoot for that one because it's just we can make another. Yeah, let's send the heat multiplier. Oh, the other one is really handy because in your map screen you'll have a lot more information on there. All right, that one is gone. We're going to get some more asteroids falling here. Now let's go in here and check our board here. So heat is starting to increase a little faster. Pressure is going quite nicely. You can see our terraformation numbers are moving a little quicker as well. Now, what I gotta do with all this explosive powder? Let me all right, we have no extra oxygen cans. So I want to get some more cobalt. Make a couple more. All right, clear that out. And let's clear most of that out. And we'll just go dump all that stuff into storage. Now I want to go check out that cave to see if we've gotten lucky yet. Okay. All right. Now you can make one more oxygen canister with that. We need another cobalt to make two, though. But I don't think we'll need another one if we're just going to go up and check that cave out. But on the other hand, if the cave is actually thawed, we'll wish we had another one. Alright, let's see if we can find another piece of cobalt over here somewhere. There's one, and maybe we can find two more. Now, I know this is just a game, but sometimes I can't help but thinking how utterly silly, and it's not just this one, it's a lot of games are that way, but this whole, you know, mechanic of these minerals just lying on the surface in easily identifiable chunks. And so you're just like, all right, yeah, there's a chunk of iron just lying there. Don't have to mine for it. No, it's just there. Alright, we got enough oxygen. Let's go check this out. What I forgot to do the last time we went up in this cave was look at the ice, and it'll tell you at what point it's going to melt. And I just, well, looky there. We didn't have that the last time. So this is the famous zeolite cave I was telling you about. Now, you're not going to find too many loose pieces of it in here, but we should find some. There's still actually a chunk of ice there. But if you put a tier 2 extractor up here, it will get you all the zeolite you'd ever need. Well. So that's our goal, is to get to the tier 2 extractors. Because this cave, they will give you a lot of zeolite from this cave. Now you see where it comes out up at the top of that, which we've been up here before. So that's where that cave empties out at. And we've been waiting for that ice to melt for a while. But I really thought I would get in here and find some pieces lying around, because the last time I played this, you did find loose pieces of zeolite in here. Not many, but they were there. But this time around, I think maybe with the update to the game, they probably took that out. Huh. What kind of seed is that? It's only a... We'll take the rocket engine, I'll take that, and I'll take the alloy. Oxygen level low, okay. Yeah, let's... Going out another exit to the same cave. They really have done an update on this game then. Because I can only remember 2 entrances to this cave. Now maybe it was always this way and I just never noticed. But I only remember 2 entrances. And now we discovered 3. There's still no loose pieces of zeolite. I am a little disappointed. But, you know, because I was really hyping that up. Like, I kept coming up here saying, well, you know what, when that thaws out, we're going to be in business. We're going to go in there and clean house. But it didn't happen. But we are that close to... Oh, we got some uranium at the bottom of the water here. I guess we could go down here and get it. I believe that one piece of zeolite we have, I think we can use it. Do I still have it? No, I'm worried. All right, because I think there was a chip that we didn't have yet. Was it here? The T2 deconstruction. We still need a methane cartridge. Yeah, that stinks. And so, and to build the gas extractor, we need to use. No, that's the flower spreader. I keep getting those mixed up. Yeah, we need 2 zeolite to build the extractor. And that's what we need to get the methane cartridge. So let's see if we're anywhere close to that pressure. We are at 249. And we need 364. So I don't think we're going to hit it on this episode. Unless we just want to like hang around and go exploring and just bumming around. But, you know, my experience, and you can leave me a comment as to your opinion, but I'm getting better retention on the shorter videos. And some of these ones that have been running into the hour range, I think people are kind of dropping off before it gets over. And so I'm trying to, like, you know, just maybe, you know, cut it down a little bit. Because what I was doing was I said I would go into it and I'd say, okay, I'm going to record until we hit a certain point in the game. But you can see we're getting really close to a lot of stuff opening up. Because, you know, we get that zeolite, then we can build that gas extractor, and we get the methane cartridges. You can see we are 34% toward flora. So then we're going to start seeing trees and a lot of other plants and flowers, and the planet's going to really start looking alive. So our next time out, we're probably going to see that tier 2 ore extractor laid down. And because there's a lot of other parts of the map we can go exploring while we're waiting on that pressure to rise where we want it to be. So that's where we are. We are going to call this one right here. And we didn't get a lot done, but we did get a lot done. We got a couple rockets launched. Our pressure and heat are going to start increasing faster, and we're going to start seeing a little more progress. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, just like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.